Welcome to another episode of Big Lee's Corner. All right, Impact, Hard to Kill 2011 is tonight, so I want to go ahead and get these predictions out of the way. First of all, pre-show match. Brian Myers, the former Kurt Hawkins from WWE, versus Josh Alexander. I believe Brian's going to win with some miscommunication between Josh and Ethan Page. Rosemary and Crazy Steve, the Decay reunion, versus Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K. Anyway, I'm kind of betting on Dashwood and K. No, wait a minute. I kind of have this kind of prediction that I believe Deonna, Perazzo, and Kimberly are going to interfere on behalf. Kind of taking Rosemary out of the match, which would leave Steve and Caleb in the ring. And don't ask me where Tennille. Okay, what I'm thinking is Abyss is going to make his return, and Tennille's going to run off while Abyss finishes off Caleb with a K with a Black Hole Slam for Crazy Steve to get the win, for DK to get a win on their reunion. The Karate Man versus Ethan Page. Same guy, different characters, going one-on-one. Well, I'm going to mostly think Karate Man. Ethan Page is on a downhill slope right now, even if it is against himself. Eddie Edwards versus Sammy Callahan. I really want to believe Sammy's going to win, but I believe Eddie's going to win. Eric Young, the former Cody Deaner, now just Deaner, and Joe Doring versus Cousin Jake, Rhino, and Tommy Dreamer. I kind of had the feeling that Rhino, Tommy Dreamer, and Cousin Jake are going to win by pinning Deaner, because I feel like Deaner is going to be a letdown to the group. He's kind of pretty much the rookie member of the team, so I bet he's just going to get pinned. Deonna Perazzo versus Taya Valkyrie. Well, I believe Deonna's going to retain. I was thinking of something, someone was going here. Okay, Johnny Bravo. Yeah, I got thinking Johnny Bravo is going to make an appearance and cost Taya the match. So Deonna is going to win. Manic, the champion, versus Chris Bay, versus Rohit Raju. God damn, I love all these guys. I don't really have a favorite. But I'm going to bet on Chris Bay to win the championship for the first time. For one, he's the only one to never win a championship out of the three. And it's kind of wishful thinking by me because I love his entrance music. I love Rohit Raju and Manic, but I want Chris Bay to win that championship. Okay, Rich Swann, Chris Sabin, and Moose substituting for Alex Shelley. Wait a minute, this is supposed to be the main event. Let me go ahead and get this one match out of the way first. The women's vacated tag team the Knockouts tag team championships finals. Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz versus Havoc and Nevaeh. I just had a feeling that Hogan and Steelz are somehow going to pull it off and win. Maybe, trying to think of what her character's name is again. Su Yung. I kind of think Su Young's going to get involved somehow. Not as the Su Yung character, but the Susan character. I was about to say James Mitchell just brought her in as a new face. So yeah, I have the feeling Susan's going to cost Havoc and Nevaeh the match. Maybe revenge by James Mitchell for Havoc stabbing Mitchell out of the picture. Now to the main event. Rich Swann, Chris Sabin, and Moose substituting for Alex Shelley versus the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega. Well, I am 100% sure that Kenny and the Good Brothers are going to win. Now, how is a different story. And with Alex Shelley out of the picture and now Moose in, it would kind of make you believe that maybe Moose is going to turn on the team during the match. Well, I have the feeling Moose is going to coexist until after the match. I believe Kenny's going to pin Rich Swann And then Moose is going to be frustrated over the loss that he's going to attack Rich Swann, take it out on Rich, which will then hype up a match between them, as Moose is still holding the TNA Championship, the so-called TNA Championship. So champion versus so-called champion, and maybe a three-way with those two, and Kenny eventually. Impact champion versus AEW champion versus TNA champion, so-called champion. So that's very much all my predictions. I'm sorry for the stallings. That's just all this I thought up at the last minute on some cases, for the women's match mostly. Anyway, that's all for this episode of Big Lee's Corner. And by the way, well, I got it buried right now. Come back later on tonight. I do my Pro Wrestling Loot unboxing. That's all for this episode of Big Lee's Corner. I'll try to have a nice day. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more.